Alright, crank it down a little bit. Don't want to violate any of the rules that I don't completely understand anyway. So, again, as I don't have my camera in the right place, because I'm really good at that. Alright, what we're going to do, turn this guy, I was working on something else. I wasn't expecting to start just now, but when that song came on, I thought, you know what, that's a good time to do that. So, what I wanted to do is show you a little something here that I found. It's another one of those little getaway bug out kits, stash kit. That's actually what this is, kind of a stash kit. You know, I'm one of those guys, if I'm going to have to bug out, we talked about it before, INCH, inch, means I'm never coming home. I'm coming home, you know, but until I do, I'm going to have some stuff to get me by and get me through and get me where I'm going and get me back again, maybe. And that's kind of what this guy is. This guy was in the same place that my knives were, but fortunately this guy is a plastic ammo case that's sealed up pretty good, and as far as I can tell, no harm done on anything in there, so yay for that. And it was dirty, and I've been cleaning a little bit of the dirt off of it and brushed a little bit more off of there, and I don't remember what's in here completely. I mean, I know some of the stuff that's in there. I really got to get better at this whole camera thing. So we're going to find out what's in here together. Alright, so like I say, just one of the last times I bought ammo. This is the thing that came with it. And away we go. We have a piece of paper. Packing material, I guess, why I put that on top. Alright, what do we got? What have we got? We got to move the camera back a little bit. That's what we got. Wow, can you believe it? How unprofessional, Rob. Good grief, man. Get your wife out here to run that for you. Alright, in this we have a water bottle, club soda bottle. Move that stuff out of the way. You can tell what I'm working on. We have a good pair of leather gloves, because gloves are cool. I mean, gloves are always a good thing to have. Any kit you have, any of that kind of stuff, you should have a pair of gloves, a decent pair of gloves stashed somewhere. If your hands, I'm the guy that's always got warm hands, and if somebody else's hands are cold, I trade gloves with them. So usually just a pair of leather gloves like this is about what I wear in the wintertime. Even when I lived in Colorado, up in the 30 below weather, as often as not, I just had a pair of leather gloves on, and if they were dry, I was in good shape. So we got gloves. All-purpose trash bag right here, many uses. We got, these are on top. Let me go ahead and get these guys out here. These are a couple of, I was goofing around and just took a couple of tin cans and made little cook pots. I mean, these are something I can throw at. They're nothing special. They didn't cost anything. I made little wire bales. You can put water in them, cook, hang them over a fire. Good to go, and they nest together. I even got a little piece of string wire in here to put around it to keep fire from getting anywhere. If I need to put like a lid over it to keep bugs from getting into it, that kind of thing. Put that guy there. Paper. The old Coughlin's waterproof matches. Good thing to have in their plastic package. I should actually have those in there. This will probably be a mess, and I've thought of 2 or 3 things even in the last 30 seconds that I bet aren't in here that I wish were. We've got a knife. Nothing fancy, nothing great, but nice little lockback knife. Well, pretty sharp too. Got the little sawtooth blade. I've never been able to decide if I like these. They're kind of cool. Sometimes they're cool for cutting rope. Sometimes they're cool for cutting through sticks and that kind of thing. But that's what it is, and we've got it. Close that guy back up, get back in its case. Set that there. We have a good piece of nylon string. This is heavy duty stuff right here. I don't know what the test rate on this is, but I guarantee it's plenty tough. And so we got that. I'm guessing there's about, looks like about 20, maybe 30 feet there. So we can do what we need to at that. All right, now, don't start laughing. Just hold your horses, buddy. This is a straw. It's nothing but a drinking straw that I got from one of our local convenience stores. It's the good long one. This one is just over a foot long, it's about a foot long straw. What can you do with a straw? Well, let me tell you. In desert environments, and probably other places too, sometimes, and especially in desert environments, I've done a lot of hiking and camping and mountain biking, rock climbing and stuff in the Moab, Utah area, and Lake Powell up in there. Now, obviously, Lake Powell's got lots of water, but around Moab, if you're not close to a river, and there are some there, there's not much water. A lot of times, if you get out there and get thirsty, and I've done it before, get out there and your canteen runs dry, or it fell off your bike, or you dropped it off the edge of a canyon wall, and all of a sudden, whoo. If you had a straw, it makes life easier. It's still kind of dicey if that's all you've got, but out there on the rock, especially the sandstone, some of those big flat rocks, after a rain, a lot of those low spots out there will hold water for several days. Sometimes they'll hold water for several weeks, depending on how deep the spot is. And you can get a drink out of it, but they're tricky to get a drink out of because they've got stuff floating on top, and it's got sediment down at the bottom. And if you disturb that, then the water gets nasty real quick. But if you can get in there with something, I've used different kinds of weeds that are kind of hollow and things like that to reach in there and get a drink out of. I've never gotten sick doing it. That doesn't mean I won't. Back to that whole water story that I got to tell one of these days, why maybe I can get away with it where some people can't. I don't know. But the trick is to just poke it down into the water without hitting the bottom, but get below the surface, and then you can get you a drink of not very good water, but a whole lot better than nothing water. So don't laugh when you see a straw in this. Keep that in mind. There are lots of different kind of weeds and things like that you can use. There's even some kind of sticks that are real pithy, and if you can take another smaller stick or something, you can even hollow that out and make a little makeshift straw. It's not the best way to do it, but it can be done. You can even use, golly, I shouldn't even tell this, you can even use certain types of bird bones and some other kind of bones because they're hollow. If they're real old and the marrow's all rotted out, it's hollowed down the middle, and don't ask me how I know. But I haven't always been this groovy, cool guy you see right now. Okay, so we got a straw. We got a straw, buddy. We got a first aid kit. Yay, good for me. We got a toothbrush. We got a couple of toothbrushes. I guess I'm taking a friend. So I got a toothbrush, and I got some more matches in here, and I got some antibiotic ointment, and some antiseptic wipes, and some Q-tip swabs, and some painkillers, looks like little ibuprofens, and I got a pair of socks. So good, yay. Pair of socks, we've talked about this before. Having a pair of socks is a good thing to do. Dry feet and a clean pair of socks, especially at night when you've been walking all day, you can't believe how much better just something that simple makes you feel. You get your shoes off, get the wet, sweaty, nasty socks off, let your feet dry out, rub between your toes, get all that good stuff out of there, slip on a clean pair of socks, and life just got better. We've got some wire. This is actually wire out of some light fixtures that kind of put in some time. This is about a number 18, probably about a number 18 gauge, but it's great for tying stuff up with. This wire's too stiff to use for snare wire, probably, but it's great for tying other things together. We got another knife. Yay. This is a cool knife. I forgot I had this guy here. I've got a shoelace wrapped around it just because, but this is a neat knife. It's got a little gut hook on it. Could use a little sharpening. It's not bad back here, but it's a little dull up here. So, I wonder if I got a sharpening stone in here. If I don't, I know I've got one right over there I can put in here. So, there's a knife, and it's even got the belt sheath on it you can put on there. I have another knife. Yay, Rob. With another shoelace and an earplug. Good knife. That dude got mashed. Throw that back in there. But another good knife. This is just like an old cheap kitchen knife, but it's still not bad. This is one you could use if you didn't want to hurt one of your other ones. I haven't showed y'all how to split wood using a knife like this. I've got a, I don't know, do we want to do it now? Sure. Look here. Here we go. You got to split some wood up. Even a little cheap, simple blade like this will do the job. Here we go. We'll use these two guys here. And you can split wood up. Set that guy right there. Tap it through just like that. And you can split up some pretty good kindling. Pretty good chunks. Even this knife, I'm telling you, this knife, look at that. Flimsy, nothing to it. A thicker blade like that does even better, but this will do the job. So, it's something you can do. And now I got my shoelace loose. That's great. See what I do for y'all? I was kidding. Put that back in there. So anyway, knives are good. Have I ever told you I like knives? I like knives. So put that guy there. I'm just going to set that there. I'll come back to it. Get this kindling out of the way. We got toilet paper. When the poop hits the fan, you're going to need it. By the way, a little shout out to, if y'all don't know who Millennial Prepper is, I don't know what her name is. Doesn't matter. Look up Millennial Prepper. I might put a link for her in here for that. She did, I'm so proud of people when they step out like that and do something. You know, I did that outhouse video, one of those things you don't talk about. She did a video on toilet paper the other day. I mean, she did it straight face, didn't act shy or silly, and it was a great, great little thought-provoking video. So, Millennial Prepper, check her out. All right, so I know what this is. Let's see if that's really what it is in there. I think it is. This is a little hand crank flashlight. This guy's old. I hope it works. My wife bought these some years ago. There we go. Little crank. There we go. You crank it, and it charges the light. Did it build up a hold of charge? Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Oh, well. There we go. Yeah. See there? It built a charge. It's got a little switch on there. These guys right here are cheap, and they don't always last long, but they work. And we've got 2 or 3 of these. Had 2 or 3 of these. My girls loved them. These are what we used to give my girls when they'd go on a sleepover or camping or just be outside somewhere. We give them these things. Seriously, I'll have to find out where Christy got these. They weren't but like a couple of bucks a piece or something. And so if my girls lost them, busted them, which they did, no big deal. All right, we've got whistle. Yeah. Hey, that's a good whistle. And then of course we got the magnesium fire starter, which may have actually succumbed to the moisture a little, but it still makes a good spark. You still shave the magnesium off on this side, so it's still good to go. So, we got more ways of making fire, which is a good thing. More ways of making a fire. Let's see if this guy's going to work or not. Click, nope, click, yep. Good, so that works. We have a little bit more wire. You know, different colors. You can color code things or, you know, make something cool that way. We've got, got a little N95. I don't even know if it's an N95. This guy right here might be a little N, what's half a 95? 44 and a half. This might be an N44 and a half mask. Just a little something to put over in case you want to go rob a bank or deliver a baby or whatever else. Or if you just want to keep from breathing stuff in. At least that's there. You can always use a bandana for that too, just so you know. I've got a little crush hat. Little mesh crush hat you can throw in there. You go out styling, might as well. I'm telling you, in hot weather, probably even in not so hot sunny weather, hats are good to have. So we got a hat. That guy over there. We got fish hooks, great old big fish hooks. I'm going to catch big fish with that. And some smaller fish hooks. And I guess I'm going to tie them under one of those shoelaces because there's no fishing line in here. So much for that. I got a roll of electrical tape. Electrical tape, did I say tape? This might be tape. This is the cheap tape. Now I got a cheap roll of electrical tape here, but it would do in a pinch. And I got a toboggan cap. Boy, Rob, go ahead and take a breath once. I got a toboggan cap here. Somebody I know called this a beanie. Who was that? I don't know. But this is a good hat. I used to snow ski in this guy here. So it's good and warm, and I got bandanas. Yay, I knew I was bound to have a couple of bandanas in here, right? I mean, surely. I got the camouflage one in case I want to blend in, and I got the red one in case I want to be one of the Bloods or something. Yeah, I got bandanas. And I got a couple of earplugs that are slightly mashed, but they bounce back into shape after a while. So if I didn't want to listen to whoever it is that's going to be using the other toothbrush, if I didn't want to listen to them snore, I guess this will take care of that. Anyway, that's what I got. And I'm going to add a couple of things to it. But this will fall right in with a lot of the other stuff we talk about sometimes. I'm not going to try to pack all that in there while y'all are watching. But I just thought I would share that with you. I like doing stuff like that. It's kind of fun. It's one of those things I can hide it somewhere if I need to. I can give it to somebody else if they need a little kit to do something like that with. Trade it off, use it, whatever it has to be. But there we go. So, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. I really do.